This is Lisa with Inspired Heart Intuitive Night Mood. It's the theme for the night. I'm actually gonna see if I can't move this one just a little bit. That's gonna be better. Yeah, that's better. Night moods. Well, good evening, good evening. So we're just gonna let a few folks come into the room here. Let the notifications go out. I am extremely relaxed tonight. I'm in my little PJs. Nothing sexy. I don't have anybody to be sexy for just yet. But yeah, so we're gonna just let some folks let the notification go out. I'm gonna put these cards out. I wanted to talk a little bit and discuss a little bit about energy, discuss a little bit about Reiki. Hello, good evening, good evening. We're going to discuss a little about Reiki this evening. Please be sure you hit the like button on the video. I would really appreciate it. And we're also going to pull some cards for people. We're going to do some either oracle card readings or we'll do some straight regular tarot card readings. So you're the first in here. We're gonna I can pull some cards for you immediately if you would like, Miss Townsend, since you're the first one in here. I think we talked a little bit earlier. But I do want to talk about Reiki because this is in this whole concept of energy healing. What Reiki can do for a person, and what that whole energy thing is all about. Because I'm seeing a lot of people, talking about. I need to clean this. Hopefully, it's not too dirty. Sorry. Talking a lot about being Reiki healers, and I'm not doubting anybody's gifts, right? Not at all. But I just wanted to discuss also what Reiki is, what that transfer of energy is. You follow my energy? Okay. All right. Awesome. Um, I'm going to talk a little bit about Reiki first, I think. So, Reiki, um, all Reiki is really when a Reiki practitioner allows energy uh, from source to, come on, get in focus, follow me, phone. I don't know why you went blurry just that stinking fast. Hello. Um, Source channels from the practitioner out to the individual. I'm so sorry, Cecile. Okay, there we go. Good Lord. So Reiki is just the simple channeling and transference of that energy. Okay, channeling from spirit through the vessel, the servant, to the individual. It's typically been done by laying out of hands, right? But Reiki can also be done distance, just this way. It's all about the chakra. And really, all about the transference, because as you know, spirit, right, energy does not abide by time or space. It's not confined by it. Okay? So because of that, that means that one can be here and talking to another person thousands of miles away. Blessings, Miss Cassandra. Please do hit that like button when you get the chance. Thank you, dear. Um, so the channeling, therefore, of that energy knows no boundaries for time and space. Reiki is different from meditation, although there are meditative skills that one employs as you're getting prepared to receive. But it's different from meditation. Um, yes. Yes, back to back. It's been quite the evening, hasn't it? I've been following everybody. Um, so the concept of, if you're in person, like if you guys live close to me and you wanted a Reiki healing session, you would come. I have a table. I've got actually a candle burning in the background. You can't see it, what have you. And I would read your aura in person, and I would lay hands, and you would then that touch point is the transference of the energy. However, I don't need to lay hands on you in order to transfer energy. So I want to talk about that energy transference. I want to talk a little bit about Reiki here. Perhaps, go through and maybe do something small so that we can understand and sense and feel what that transference of that energy feels like. But in a Reiki session, a good Reiki practitioner that can read your auras will know which of the chakras has a block. And an, a aura reader that's also intuitive will also be able to pick up on when, why, how, what, where, for that block began, why it's there. And then we work on that block. Sometimes some people have a block in their throat chakra. Um, yeah, it is. When it's done properly, Cassandra, it's absolutely mind blowing. Um, in the church, again, we would call it, I would lay hands on people, and the transference of the anointing. It's the same thing. It is just God's energy flowing through and out. Um, However, I used to pray for people all the time over great distances. So for me, okay, I'm really like paying attention, or like wants to freeze up on me. So for me, the concept of distance is not foreign, and in fact, it's just absolutely wonderful to me to be able to via video um, connect with people. I can connect with people anyway, but it's wonderful to be able to do it via video. So I want to talk about and ask answer questions people knew about Reiki healing. Reiki cannot not only deal with things matters of the heart, it also deals with matters of the body. The proper transference of the body and of energy into the body can heal things, like I've seen it have healing properties for cancer, for Crohn's, for any ailment, right? Because again, it's the anointing, so it's the same thing when I translate back and forth. This is all new to you. Okay, so and Miss Cassandra, you can feel free to help me along the way. Um, yep, was fapulatum was due to built up hurt from childhood. Come on. And she did Reiki. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So the concept of Reiki really is to get the spirit in line with the natural, get the spirit in tune, get the spirit in line with the body, and spirit, your infinite divine self knows where the energy needs to go in order to heal the body. It also knows where it needs to go as far as when we're dealing with emotional or mental health issues or things of that nature. So, Miss Townsend, I'm sure, I don't know if you know the seven main chakras. There's many chakras, but there's seven main. So if you do know this, then please stop me. However, we're going to go through the seven chakras top to bottom, and we'll talk about their purpose. Okay, so you have the crown chakra at the crown of your head. If you notice when babies are born, right, you have to be very careful because their crown of their head hasn't sealed up. I believe that that's, um, wonderful. So I believe that the reason why, as a child, our crown chakra hasn't sealed, I think that there's things as infants that there's still a download. There's still a need for this wide openness, right? And an open pipeline. So your crown chakra is your open pipeline to source. This is your higher self. Okay, this is your intuitive self, your higher self, your infinite being. And this is like the download. Okay, this is the download point. If you think of it as like in the Matrix where they had you plugged into different parts of the body, well, this would be like the main plug-in. Okay, and then you come to your third eye or your pineal gland, your third eye right here. That is where intuition itself resides. So if your third eye, if this and this aren't like, if you have a block here, then that's when people tend to be very confused, don't know where to go on a constant basis. We all question, here and there, but I mean on a constant basis. Someone who does not have a developed third eye is not rather very intuitive. Those of us that were born with this kind of wide open like pipeline in this right here, we just, this has been in operation for me that I know of since 12. I'm sure before then, but I came into the realization at 12. So, crown, higher self. This is your infinite divinity right here, your intuition. This relates to the world. You have two eyes to see the physical world. You only need one to see the spiritual. Now, then we go to the throat, voice, opinion. When you talk about finding one's voice, right? Or when I say you've lost your voice, you just don't feel like anyone listens to you, and you don't feel like you have the right words to say. You don't feel that anyone respects what you have to say. And that's when your throat chakra can get muddled and bound up. Okay? When, children are silenced in an abusive way, that's a bad thing, right? So that's your throat chakra. And then we come to your heart. Now, for empaths and intuitives and healers and givers, women in general, our heart tends to be huge. And it is just that. It's where there's the compassion, love, all of that sadness, it all resides right here. And when we give our heart to someone, we're literally opening up and giving that portion of our chakra system to someone and giving them carte blanche to do whatever they will. And that's not good. I've learned that. I'm not going to say I'm giving you my heart any longer. Never will I say that again. Healers tend to have huge hearts. They tend to be out of line with everything else. When the system isn't working correctly and in perfect proportion to one another, then you tend to have issues, right? So if your heart is huge because you give it to everyone and you give it over in your relationships, and your throat, but what you're saying isn't respected, that's a problem, right? Your heart chakra is too big, your throat is closed off. You cannot express what you're truly feeling. So, again, everyone, as you come in, please hit that like. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, crown, higher self, direct pipeline up. Third eye, pineal. Intuition sees the spirit in this realm. Heart, love, compassion, emotion comes from here. Then we get to our solar plexus. This is our power center. Now, this is where you'll feel, this is where that fight or flight comes in. So you're in a situation and you're like, I got a gut feeling this ain't right. That's your power center. Now that's, you might say, well, Lisa, that's a lot like intuition. Hello, Leo Sun. You did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. Can't wait to see it again next week. Yay. Don't forget to hit that like button. So, you'll say, oh, but my gut says, you're right. Your power center is your protection center as well. Everyone, please don't forget to hit the like button, and if you haven't already subscribed, and please do hit that bell. Your power center, right? It tells you when you need to be in the wind. It gives you that courage and that oomph to go and do something new. All of those wonderful things. Hey, Notorious. That's what this gives you. This is also your spiritual generator, folks. Your spiritual nuclear generator. When you start moving in your spiritual gifts, you'll notice that a lot of times this will just light on fire. And when you light on fire like that, you start emanating that power. So for me, and everyone, please do hit that like button um, for the video, please. Also, please share. Let your friends know I'm on. I know it's late night. I know it's night moves. I got my pajamas on. We're just chilling, okay? So just pull up the chair, get your glass of water, your hot cocoa, and let's just talk. And we're gonna do a little reading as well. So please do like and share. Um, yes, it will get easier over time. Yeah, Frank, it will. It comes very easy. It won't take long. So your power center, okay, this is where it all emanates from. So quite honestly, for a while there, my heart was so developed. My heart chakra was very developed. My third eye was very developed since I was 12. My crown chakra, you asked me, well, do you have a word for me from the Lord? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna read your mail 6 ways to Sunday. But my power center, it's like I had built this like wall around it to protect it. Like I was afraid to allow it to blossom and bloom. Hey, Miss Shonda. Everybody hit that like button, please, now. So, and Frank, if you could go to one of my descriptions, there's my Patreon site and also my email and my PayPal. I'm on my phone, otherwise I type it in. Um, I'm afraid my poor little note will be like, girlfriend, will you sit still? Anyway, your power center, okay? If your power center is not allowed to flourish and grow, then this is where, again, a little more intuition still resides here. Then you're really not going to, when you walk in a certain way, when your power center isn't developed and isn't allowed to flourish and isn't in line with everything else, then when you go to walk in a direction that you know that spirit, that universe, that God has told you to go in, but it feels like it's just really a lot of push and pull and you just can't quite get there. It's like you almost get to that point, but you don't quite get there. Your power center is not being allowed to flourish. Also, when your power center is allowed to flourish, your divine nature flourishes. Your spiritual gifts flourish. Your vibration is raised when your power center is aligned and allowed to flourish. When all the chakras are in line and in proportion to one another and allowed to flourish, and energy flows up and down throughout your being, it's amazing. But especially when the power center is not allowed to go and flow. How do you align your power center? We're going to get to that. Just one moment. We'll get to that. So, crown, third eye, throat, heart, power center, down in your, we'll call them your loins, your reproductive areas. That, my friends, is your sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra is the place of nurturing, of when you have something that's to be birthed. That is the place of safety. Okay, so for instance, I used to not feel safe with money. There's reasons because of that. I would self-sabotage because I didn't in and of myself feel like I was safe with money, that I didn't deserve it, right? All of that stuff. So if you're having an issue where you're like, well, if you're trying to manifest like money and it just seems like it ain't coming to you, well, hello, dear, how are you? It doesn't feel like it's coming to you. I would also go to your sacral and just literally hold yourself and just repeatedly say, I feel safe with money. I can handle money. I am safe with money. Money is good. Money is good. I will not, I am not, um, I don't want to say disrespectful of money, or if there's a point where it's like you don't feel safe, period, right? It's, I feel safe with being in a committed relationship. All of these things, okay? That's the sacral chakra. That's where that resides. All right? And then finally, down from, I would say, the knees on down through the feet is your root chakra. Your root chakra is what anchors your behind so that when things happen, you don't go willy-nilly and running around. Your root chakra is what anchors you to foundational knowledge that allows you to operate in the three-dimensional world. Yep, not safe with money. That's a big thing. The root chakra anchors you and allows you to operate in the foundational world while also allowing you to operate in the spiritual. Your root chakra will keep you from hearing some crazy cockamamie teaching and you'd be like, that don't even sound right. Your root chakra will keep you from ripping and running to this reader, this and that person. Okay? It keeps you grounded. When you hear people talk about being grounded, they mean pay attention to your root chakra. Now, those are the 7. That's how they intertwine with one another. In a properly attuned person, they're all kind of in the same, they're all proportional to one another. None is really overtaking another one. Because if you think about it, if you have one that's sucking up more energy than the rest of them can't get the proper energy flow. And the flow of energy should be, it comes from above, comes through, washes away, takes care of everything that needs to be taken care of toxically, and washes right out. And then the good energy from beneath, from the earth, from Mother Earth, can come up and it meets. This should be a flow. What happens when one is bigger and one's sucking up all your energy? It can't flow. So I had to stop right here, man. I had to stop. And then my power center was like churning and churning and churning, but I had it protected because I just couldn't trust the world with it. And I was afraid I couldn't trust myself with it. I was afraid I couldn't trust myself with the power I knew that I had been given and that had developed over the years. So when you say to me, how do you get all of these in a line? So glad you asked. There's many ways to do that. One is through meditation and really paying attention to your chakras. And in fact, I meditate as well. I play there's some YouTube channels that are really good with like sleep music that help align your chakras. If you're concerned that you're not sure which of your chakras are out of whack or not, that's where a Reiki practitioner like myself comes into play and says, okay, let's look, let's see. And we do a session with you where spirit can then channel, spirit can come in. And once you kind of know what chakras you have to work on, you can work on them yourself. But I still go to my Reiki master for Reiki sessions. Every once in a while, it's just nice to do it. Because as you're going up each level vibrationally, right, you need that. So Cassandra, first I would say to you, Do you have any idea which of your chakras are out of line? And then I would say we can go through some meditative steps that you can employ, or find a Reiki practitioner. You can certainly go back to the one you were with, or anyone else can um, work with me. That's the whole concept of energy. Now, through Reiki and through the understanding of how energy, what each chakra does, and the understanding of how energy flows, that's where I got the tremendous amount of healing from abusive childhood, abusive relationships, the need to control everybody and everything because I refused to be controlled. I did not want to be abused. You are not going to get me, so I was going to get you first. Got healed from all of that. But that was only once I've realized my throat chakra was just like, I believe it or not, I didn't feel like anybody was really, deep down inside, the little girl didn't feel like that. So part of the whole chakra thing too is that as you're getting your aura read, as your Reiki practitioner is working with you, if they are intuitive as well, they can begin to identify where in your past life, where in your infinite lifetime let me finish this thought, Cassandra, then we'll go there. Where in your infinite lifetime, what caused your throat to be closed off? Where you felt like you were not empowered to speak? So a good intuitive healer, hey honey, hey Lolly, a good intuitive Reiki healer is going to be able to identify those and then work with you through the power of the Supreme Source to untangle and open and flow. Sometimes, Cassandra, we need an additional boost. We need like a jumper cable, and that's where the Reiki practitioner comes in at. Okay? It's really about identifying where's the stoppage and what's the reason. So you're saying you want to open your third eye, and you're also saying that so I'm just sensing off the bat, if you're not trusting your intuition right now, we need to go back in time and figure out why you don't trust that. Why do you think your third eye is not open? Or why is it not open as much as you would want to? And I would be very careful with wanting to open our third eye completely. Just like your natural eyes blink, right? There's that type of thing needs to be done on a gradual basis as the rest of you comes in line. It is dangerous, I think, to open up just to be like, phew, right? There needs to be the alignment here. And if you're not like grounded sacrally and down through your root, because if you're having issues power sacral, you're going to be having issues root. I guarantee you. That means the lower half isn't getting the proper energy flow that it needs, from what I'm hearing you say. So I would say it's probably not so much third eye. My guess, it is probably heart. My guess, just from what I'm kind of reading off of you now. My guess, it's heart. Heart healing, heart alignment, things of that nature. Could be, I don't know. Sometimes what happens is we, again, there's past history that happens. There's past history. And that past history we may not even be fully aware of until we kind of get into a deep meditative state and we're more open, and then someone with you can read it, can see it. There have been times where I've prayed for people that I've seen back generations. Okay, your great 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 granddaddy did this to this person and opened up and brought in this spirit into your bloodline. Or back then, this was you, and this is what happened with you. So that is definitely things that I have noticed on. You know, and it doesn't even need to be a long, Cassandra, maybe we have a conversation. What about dreams? As far as intuition, as far as spiritual gifts, Notorious? I need to understand what you're talking about there. You guys, I have some angelic cards that I'm feeling like I need to get more in tune with. They're calling my name. The messages from your angels have been calling my name. So if anyone would like me to pull from that, I'd be more than happy to pull what comes out. What about dreams? So dreams is a gateway into intuition. That is definitely a way that spirit follow my first mind. Yes, and that is then your intuition. You would like one pulled? No problem. No problem, Mimi. We'll pull one for you, Mimi. So dreams is a gateway. Notorious. Sometimes when we have not properly developed our waking intuition, that's the way spirit gets messages to us. Okay. So Mimi, what do we have for Mimi? What do we have for Mimi tonight? One card, please, of... One card for Mimi, please. That's fine, love. Whatever I dream. See, that's how it started with me. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Notorious, that is actually how it started for me. Mimi, you have Celeste. Good Lord, I need more light. Let me look out of my candle here. A happy move. Okay, here we go. A happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. So I feel like you, my dear, through one of those phases where you keep hearing the same song playing everywhere. Yeah. Mimi, let me pull a couple of cards. Because Celeste says there's going to be some movement, right, for you. I hope you're still here, dear. All right, good. I can't always see who's looking. Hey, Miss Tiffany. We're talking about energy and Reiki and all that good stuff tonight, too. And we're pulling a few cards here. I'm actually also trying to see if there's some of my international folks that'll come on. That would be fun tonight. Okay. So guys, please like and share this video if you don't mind. Interesting. So, Miss Mimi, we have the World in the reverse, followed by the Five of Swords in the upright, followed by the Hanged Man in the upright for you, Miss Mimi. And Celeste is saying that you're going to have a new start, but I feel like it was interesting because as I was getting ready to pull, I feel like I'm not sure if you believe it or you're entirely certain about it yet. It seems like you're a little concerned about this new change, this change in home, or this change in job, or something. Um, yes, ma'am. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. Let me finish Miss Mimi, and then we'll talk to Dreams some more. We'll talk to Cassandra, not following your first mind, and then we'll pull one for Miss Tiffany. So Miss Mimi, it's almost as if you're not trusting that this is going to happen, or you're resisting it. Um, you're having this kind of conflicting conversation or thought pattern about it, but you're trying to have faith. Yes, you're trying to have faith in the situation. So, what this is also telling me is this is a good thing, though. That's what the Oracle card is saying. It's a good thing. Don't let your fear get in the way of it. Don't let your fear get in the way of it. Um, because fear is the opposite of faith. So, yeah. If so, there's things that are behind the scenes. This is what's concerning you that you're not sure that you know. But I'm just gonna ask you to like kind of review. I like this card the way this artwork is on this Nine of Cups because she's kind of like relishing in all that she's done. Yes, it's not quite Ten of Cups, but she's also kind of reminding herself of all the good that's happened to her. All right? But don't sit and reside in your King of Sword in a reverse energy where you're not really willing to stand up in your truth and speak your mind. Okay? Speaking of following first minds, speak your mind. Don't be afraid to do so. All right? Dreams Notorious. You're very welcome, dear. Dreams, Miss Notorious, is the initial way that I have found that intuitives start getting messages from spirit. Whatever you dream comes true. This is letting you know you have a pipeline. So now we need to develop the pipeline so it happens not just when we're sleeping, when our conscious mind is completely shut down and can't get in the way of the message. So we have to get to the point where we don't shut it down during our waking hours. That's the next step. So you say, how the heck did I do that, Lisa? Well, it's practice. Right? It's practice. First of all, you have to acknowledge to somebody else that, hey, that I drunk that. You gotta acknowledge that. Oh, I need a new chair. You gotta acknowledge that to other people. You have to speak it out. You have to be bold about it. And then during the daytime, when you feel like you've had a little deja vu, I keep scratching my knee. I've got like the mosquitoes here are terrible, y'all. They are eating me alive. They're sucking all my blood. During the daytime, when you're conscious, practice kind of stepping back and being mindful of your thoughts. Be mindful of them, watch them, because you'll begin to hear things. Don't go there, don't do that, that little knowing, right? Don't do that. Don't say that. Don't talk to that person. It's gonna be bad. Those little things. Deja vu. So deja vu, you've been here before. This is something that's happened before. This is spirit letting you know you're in the right place at the right time, or spirit saying stop. You might not be in the right place at the right time, but it's saying stop. It's letting you know that you have done this before in a past life, or you remember this. Because remember, we're infinite beings, so this is going to stretch a little bit. If we're infinite beings, of the divine, I believe that there are times where we know what's going to happen before it's going to happen, right? We're intuitive. So we're here at this moment, and I've learned to stop when I have deja vu. Like, I've been here before, and I stop and I listen. I listen. Because this must be a significant moment. This is a marker. This is a significant moment. So I have to pay attention to everything that's around me now and hear. When I say hear, I mean open up, and hear. Now, Miss Cassandra, small, still voice. There's a verse in the Bible. I think I've told this story before. If I haven't, I'll tell it again. I'll tell it again now. If I have already, you'll just listen to it. When was it Elijah? Yes. When Elijah was in the wilderness, I believe he was out wanting to hear from God. Miss Tiffany, we're going to get a card for you next. He was out needing to hear from the Lord, needing to get a word from God. And he thought God was going to come down and talk in a big, big way. There's a storm that came through. He just knew that was God's sign, and he went looking for some other sign that God was in that storm, and God was not in that storm. There was something else that happened, an earthquake. God wasn't in the earthquake. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff that went on around him. It's not hard getting clarity from the universe, my love. It's actually not. It's actually not. We'll go over that in a minute. Miss Tiffany, I'm going to get your card in a second. I'm teaching and I'm pulling, teaching and I'm pulling. Anyway, he's out there in the wilderness, and he sits down by this riverbed, and he says, Lord, I've been waiting for you to give me a word for your people. There you go. I've been waiting for you, Lord, to give me a word for your people. You hearing me, Miss Cassandra? Y'all hearing me now? This is the prophet, the man of God, the one God talks to. He don't talk to nobody else, but he talks to him. And God said, I have been trying to speak to you. And Elijah said, well, what do you mean? He said, you know that gentle breeze that blew past you a little while back, before the storm blew in, that gentle wind that whispered to you before the earthquake and all these other things. He said, I'm in the small, still voice, not in the big show. You see, when you're talking and communing with him on a regular basis, you know his voice. You know the sound of the universe. You know his voice. You know God's sound. So when he comes to you in that small, still voice and says, don't do that, that's not a good idea, that's when you have to listen to him in that small voice. When I say follow the peace, it might be just a little piece of mind, but you listen to this. It's not big major turns. We'll talk to you in a second, my love. Those of you that are in the room, please hit that like button. Miss Tiffany, I want to pull a card for you. I'm also pulling oracle cards, please, for those of you that want one in between while I'm teaching. It is not difficult to hear from the divine when you train yourself to know his voice, her voice, whatever gender you wish to assign to it. Supreme source. It's not difficult to hear. There have been times I've been angry as well. I know, sweetie. There have been times I've been angry as well. I was livid when my father passed away, suddenly. I think I must have been mad at God for about 2, 3 years straight. And then I realized, who am I? And then I realized it wasn't him that did it. There are some realities about living in a human experience, and unfortunately, death and destruction are some of them. Yes. But it doesn't take as long as you think, my love. Miss Tiffany, let me pull a card for Miss Tiffany, because I'm about to get off on that subject. More peace in here, God's voice. Yes. You have to follow the peace, dears. God, the universe, is a God of peace and order, love and light. Not a God of chaos. We'll talk about that another day. Miss Tiffany. Miss Tiffany, what do your angels have to say to you tonight? What do the angels have to say to Miss Tiffany? You have Bridget. Caution is warranted. Look deeper in the situation before proceeding any further, my dear. What are you about to get yourself into, love? Mm-hmm. 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 You guys have to get closer because I ended up having to use my phone tonight. Kiara. Okay. What have you been doing? So interestingly enough, caution is warranted, and yet Oceana is next. Take action. You're in touch with your truth in the situation, and you need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. This is what I believe is being said. You were brought here, my love. I'm gonna talk to you in just one moment, Miss Yvette. Kenyatta, I see you. This is the thing. Make your move, Miss Tiffany, but make it with, be smart about it. Be tactful about it. Don't rush in. I gotta turn that fan over here, y'all. I'm having a personal summer. Okay. Make your move. Follow your intuition. But be sure you don't just rush in. Fools rush in. Take your time and make sure you see the entire lay of the land before you really pull the trigger. Well, then there's something that's going to be coming up. You're going to have a choice to face soon. You're going to have a choice to face soon. When that choice comes up, you're going to know by your intuition what to do, but just tread lightly and don't rush in, even though you know what to do. And I keep hearing it's about the, that artistic, okay, all right. So you know what I'm talking about. I don't need to go any further, but I'm just seeing something. Especially when it comes to this artistic acting, that and another. For some reason, that does not leave me. I can't get away. I just don't want you to get caught up in something that you're gonna regret. So just be careful with that. Okay. Let me address a couple of things now. So Cassandra, the meditation and such, yes. I would start out with meditating, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day. You can meditate on your walk. It doesn't have to be formal. What we need to learn, folks, I don't know if there's any gentlemen in the room, but ladies, what we need to learn is communication with the universe doesn't have to be this formal. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. It doesn't need to be formalized. It is literally a conversation. Literally a conversation. I can just talk and have a conversation. Your spirit, when you're meditating, you're just opening up and allowing your spirit and putting your subconscious off to the side. Okay? And we're going to do that in a minute, actually. I think I'm going to practice that. Kinyara, I'm going to get one for you. I'm not, those angelic, I think I want the goddess cards for you. Yvette. You are exactly right that the chaos that you're going through right now, like praying without ceasing, talking with the divine, yes. Yvette, everything you've been going through right now, Kinyara, just give me one moment, okay, love? Yvette, everything you've been going through right now, yes, is caused by other people. The purpose of you going through that, while it seems like this has just been just something that has literally ripped you apart limb from limb. The pain that you've gone through very recently and the trials that you've gone through very recently. This isn't something that the divine has said, oh, let's just do this to Yvette because I feel like being malicious and I feel like being cruel. That's not Supreme Sources. That's not God's way. However, what we are called to do in these times you've had, look at that chaos that's swirling around you. Sit still long enough to be able to hear, how was this allowed to come into my life? The level of accountability that we have is that our polarity pulls this in and allows people to do these things to us when we're not fully healed. So when the shit show, if you will, pardon my French, happens, it's happening to illuminate something within ourselves that we need healing from, of a part of us that is not fully self-partnered, not fully developed, not fully awakened, that needs to be pulled out by the root so these people can no longer come into our lives and wreak havoc with us any longer. Because we raise our vibration, we raise our resonance, we become self-partnered, and we put the spiritual bubble around us. I'm sorry that this has happened. And I'm sorry for your pain. And I'm sorry for your suffering. But I'm going to ask you, there's no buts, I'm going to ask you though, through the tears and through the heartache, to seek out what it is. Where down the line were you injured to the point that this has now been allowed to come into your life? Is this a cycle? Does this happen over and over again where you can't seem to get rid of chaotic, crazy people? And if it is a cycle, my love, then let's work together to end it. Let's work together to end it. It doesn't get ended overnight. I guarantee you, I tell you, dear. It doesn't. But it can be ended. Okay? Good thing I put into this blessed thing. All right, everyone that's in the room, please hit like. Please hit the like button. Kinyara. Yvette, I'm not done with you, my love, but Kinyara, we're We're going to pull one for you. We're going to pull a goddess card for you, Kenyara. Kenyara, you have Aphrodite. I know you do. And it's almost over, Yvette. Kenyara, if you're here, my love. Yvette, I'll be right back with you, dear. Aphrodite, the inner goddess. I love this card. She says, awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So Aphrodite, my dear Kenyara, my dearest, why is Aphrodite asking you? Lolly, if you're still here, my dear, could you please put my information in the chat? I'm in my room on my phone. My email address, you guys, is heartofinspiration18@gmail.com. It's my email address for personal readings, for Reiki sessions, things of that nature. We get 3 cards. Why? Kenyara, what did Kenyara get? Aphrodite. Clarification. Wonderful. Beautiful. Alrighty. Thank you, Miss Cassandra. Ugh. Okay, Kenyara, you got the 3. That's okay, sweetie. You got the 3 of Pentacles in the upright. These are all clarifications for Kenyara. The Page of Pentacles in the upright. You did get the King of Wands in reverse. We're going to get a little bit about that, too. I feel like you need to tap into your inner goddess, Kenyara, because... God darn, mosquito bites. Here we have the 3 of Pentacles. These people are coming alongside this person. They're collaborating. They're supporting them. They're this gentleman's patrons. They're commissioning him to do something. So I feel like someone is about to come into your world that's going to partner with you. No, you're fine, sweetie. Someone's going to come and partner with you, okay, really soon. This is about money. If you have time, Megan. Yep, we're going to do a few more here, and then, but I do want some people in this chat to get with me. Page of Pentacles. In the, hello, Joyce. Spiritual awakening or ascension. Yes. Yeah, okay. That's a deep one, Miss Joyce. I'm not laughing at you, love. That's deep. Okay, Kenyara, Page of Pentacles in the upright. So, creative ways of making money. Creative ways of opening opening up. This could be new ventures. This could be new methods. This could be, just an awakening of yourself, like arts or what have you, like a passion. Okay? And there's a lot of earth energy here. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn potentially. But this is just really good for our hearth and home. We do the King of Wands in reverse. So perhaps you have thought you knew your way that you wanted to go. And you thought you had a path decided upon. But you're not really sure of it right now. So why is this King of Wands here? Why is the King of Wands here? Yep, 7 of Pentacles in the upright. So you know what? You've been getting a harvest. You might still be evaluating it, but you've been working very hard. You have a lot of earth energy, love. You're kind of coming out of a time with the 9 of Pentacles where you were being cautious, but you're coming out of it. You're beginning to see a harvest and admire it. And then, but you've got some decisions you need to make, and you need to rely on your intuition. Don't be overwhelmed by your feelings. Go on and take some baby steps, my dear. And then you're coming out of a time where you feel this overwhelming need to be balanced, but you're also stepping into your own. And there's Aries right there as well, and potential Libra. So, hey, I think this is great. Rely on you. Be that inner goddess. Hello, Fatima. Ugh. I will return with you in Julio or in July. Okay. Oh. Fatima, I saw you in Chandra's. Wow. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. No, that was for Kenyara, Joyce. That was for Kenyara. She'd asked me to pull. All right. We got her. Yvette, did you see my email address? Yvette, I want you to email me. In fact, anyone that's in here now, we talked about Reiki, we talked about our chakras, we talked about meditation. This is what I'm going to tell you. Anybody that is in this chat right now, typically my Reiki sessions with aura reading and all of that good stuff, typically they're 60. It's an hour and 15, hour and 20, however long we're together. Miss Tiffany has had one with me. I don't see any of my other folks that have had one with me here. But Miss Tiffany's had one with me. Anyone that's in this chat room right now, I will do that for you for 40. This is kind of a chat room energy special. All right? And then also we'll do anyone that's in this chat room right now, I'll do it for $40. Typically, if you're in person, they're 75, my loves. Bye, sweetness. Okay, so just so you guys know, all right, I want you to email me. If that's quite a bit of money or whatever, email me, guys, so we can work something out. Because it's very important to me that we meet and do these things. The reason why I'm doing this is just so that we can connect, right? That we can connect, and so that I can work with light workers. This is what I'm meant to do. This is my calling. This was my calling in the church, raising up young prophets and prophetesses. Okay? For me to pull cards right now, dear? Miss Joyce, you're going through spiritual waking or ascension. You need guidance. Wow. Okay, Miss Joyce. Oh, wow. Okay. I need some. I know, sweetie. I know, sweetie. But you and I have to be able to have a conversation off of here. We need to have a conversation off here because there's a lot going on with you. I mean, I haven't spoken to you and I can sense, I feel the heartbreak, I feel the heartache, I feel the powerlessness, I feel that no one's listening to you. I feel that you have been through this so many times before. You just wanted to, you've been through this so many times. I'm thinking it's with the same person, possibly. And the situation is untenable now. It is unbearable now. It is time for you to get out of it. It is time for you to grow. It is time for you to move. It is time for you to be all that you were called to be, my love. That's what time it is. That's what time it is. Because you're not meant to suffer like this, dear. This is not what you were brought to this earth for. But you were brought to this earth for healing. You were brought here to get healed and come through that. Miss Joyce, I keep trying to get back to you with the spiritual awakening. Hello. Sweetie, I know. Email me. Email me. My son just told me yesterday he has sleep paralysis. He saw shadow people that frightened him. Yeah, he's got. Oh wow, sis. Sis. Oh wow. Okay. All right. We're gonna talk a little bit about spiritual gifts. Kenyara, before I get into this deep, what's your question, lovey? And then I know Fatima, you're wondering if your man's coming back to you, honey. Let me scroll down here. Miss Fatima, you're a Sag. He's a Pisces. You're wondering if he's coming back to you in July. Miss Fatima, I don't typically. Okay, Miss Fatima, I'm gonna have to do that a little bit different. Thank you, dear. Miss Kenyar, what's your specific question, love? What do we have for Fatima for the next 20 days? Your ex's energy? I usually typically don't touch in on exes now. Is he meddling with you? If he's he's an ex for a reason. And what are you trying to manifest? What do we have for Miss Fatima for the next, how many more days do we have? 25 days. Fatima, if you are here. Okay, Fatima, if you are here. I'm going to pull a few cards for you to see what's coming towards you in the next 25 days. Hi, Pearl. Tyler's Tarot. Hey! Oh, hi, sweetie. Miss Joyce, you're going through a spiritual awakening, love. Listen. The first thing you need to do when you're going through this spiritual awakening is learn to spend time with yourself and Supreme Spirit. Hi there. Fatima, if you're here, thank you, Tyler. Thank you. Fatima, if you're here, I need to know that you're here. Okay? Hello. Okay, Fatima, if I don't see you here in a few minutes, honey, I'm not going to answer that question. Now, let me go back to Miss, where's my baby here? Kenyara, okay, sweetie pie, okay, you want to know about your ex? Let me see here. Going on with your ex's energy, are you going to get your manifestation? I need to understand, sweetness, what manifestation are you looking for? Okay? Joyce, if you are here, dear. Joyce. I need some, I'm gonna pull 3 cards. Nope, I'm gonna pull 5 cards for you, Joyce. Oh, okay, fine. Yes, darling, Miss Townsend, go ahead, baby. And then Miss Joyce, we're gonna talk a little bit more about spiritual awakening because that's a deep concept, guys. We have to be very careful. The teachers we listen to when we're going through our awakening, because there are a lot of people that will come on here. I just was made privy to someone that was running around here talking about there was Reiki, and it really was not Reiki. It was really meditation for manifestation, which there's nothing wrong with it. But people will get off into some things that you shouldn't be off into right away. Like when we talked about opening up our third eye, totally earlier, be very careful with that, y'all. Don't mess with that. Don't mess with don't you need to you will get greater illumination and understanding as you raise your vibration. You cannot raise your vibration past the point that you have the roots down below. A big oak tree out in front of your yard. I have a gigantic maple tree. How to deal with your connection. Okay. I have a gigantic maple tree out front. This is a very good example of of spiritual growth. So that maple tree started out as a little seed, right? So all your spiritual DNA is contained in a seed, right? Your entire your body is contained in a seed. That seed has the entire blueprint for that entire big maple tree. It's planted in the ground. It starts as a seedling. It spreads roots first, you guys, before you ever see something come up above ground. Every plant does this. It spreads roots first before you see something come out of the ground. A human being, the first thing that's developed is the umbilical cord. Why? Because it needs a source of nutrients from the mother's body. That's the first thing that's done. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot ascend any higher than your roots go deep down into the ground. Because if that big maple tree out in the front of my yard did not have as many roots as it did branches up high, the minute the wind came by, it'd knock over and my whole house would be gone. That's just reality. Okay? Now, when we're talking about a spiritual awakening, what we have to be careful about is that we are growing our foundational roots and foundational understanding of things spiritual. At the same time, we are raising our vibration. To a meditation group where spirits came in, they told me an archangel came in for me. Yes, I believe he probably did. I believe he did. Archangel Michael comes in when there's a necessity to protect. When you're a baby in this, you need to be protected. I have seen too many people, too many little toddlers playing with nuclear weapons. Slow it down then, Miss Joyce. Things are happening too fast because you're not rooted. Oh, you are here, Kiara. Girl, I called your name a minute ago. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta go through this with this, y'all. I gotta go with the flow here. Hi, Miss Crystal. Joyce, how you slow this down is this, my dear. You sit. Why? I am, sweetie. You know what? I'm just me. Miss Crystal, I'm just me. I've been all over this country. I have ministered with some fantastic charismatic Christian ministers over the years. I'm just me. I never wanted anybody to come get me some great glory. I never wanted anybody to come and say, prophet is this and prophet. I'm just me. I'm a servant. I'm nothing more, nothing less. I'm held to a higher responsibility because my responsibility is to teach. But I'm still flesh and blood just like you. I still cry like you. I put my pants on with one leg just like you. Okay? I got to go to work. I got things I got to do. You know what I mean? I'm just like you. No different. No different. Now this is how you slow things down. Uh at Crystal was she um how you slow things down, Miss Joyce, is this. Honey, okay, hang on one second, Joyce. Yvette, I did a live, when will I reconcile? I did that just the other day. Maybe it was just yesterday. Check that out. It's on the list of videos. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Please hit that bell. Y'all, please share this too. This live. I'm not gonna be on too much terribly longer, but maybe another hour. Um, please Share this with your friends because we are trying to grow the channel. I'm trying to grow the tribe. Okay, I want to get to that point, right? Where the tribe is growing, but I want this to be a big tribe for all of us. Okay, to be able to share. Now, yes, Yvette, forgiveness is for him. It's not for you. I mean, for you. It's not for them. Joyce, sit down in the morning, at night, what have you. Sit down and just be. And a matter of fact, everybody that's in this room right now, because I'm starting to feel a little frantic. I feel frantic energy here. I want everybody sitting in this room to literally breathe in, breathe out. I know you want to know how it feels about you, sweetie. Hang on 1 second. Breathe in, breathe out. I want you to be aware. I want you to be aware of everything, yet aware of nothing. How you're going to know that you're going the right direction, Miss Joyce, when you sit down with the small, still voice. You quiet your mind. Allow peace, love, and light to start at the top of your head. Go down and just be with your highest self. Literally relaxing every limb, every cell of your body, and allow that relaxation to go all the way down to your feet. When you do that, my friends, at the same time, allow light to come in through your crown chakra, through your chakra system. And if it stops, or let's say the light that comes in is yellow, well, then you're healing your power, then it's healing your power chakra. Let it happen. It is possible if your twin flame is right there. All right, let's get some of these love answers here. Maybe I just need to calm down. Okay, hang on. All right, so, Kenyara, you've been getting mixed signals about reconciliation. So, Kenyara, we're going to pull a few cards for you. First card is going to be how he is feeling towards you deep down. Second card, what he's showing to the world. Third card, what are going to be his intentions, then your obstacles, and then your potential outcome. Okay, we're going to do this for you. We're going to do this for anybody else that wants to reconcile. Now, usually my advice, y'all, is don't look back. Yes. Sweetie, I'm going to tell you guys something. I will do these love things, but that's really not my forte. And I'll tell you why. Because I am about the self-partnering. I'm all about self-partnering. Because when we're self-partnered, this doesn't become an issue. If they're there, they're not there. Because you're going to love yourself no matter what. It is. It is definitely for yourself. One more shuffle for Kenyara. See, when you're self-partnered, you get to a point where you don't need a man. or woman, whatever your flavor is. It's a nice to have. And let me tell you the freedom that comes when it's a nice to have. I don't worry about you no more. You hear, you hear, you ain't, you ain't. Mm. Okay, Kenyara. He's very conflicted about you on the inside, Kenyara. He does not know what to do. He's telling the rest of the world that there's not going to be a new start or reconciliation with you. His, I didn't need birthdays, baby, but thank you. His, I, I don't see him reconciling. He's got the Six of Wands in energy or intent that he's feeling like he's leaving troubled waters and going to calmer somewhere else. The obstacle is there's secrets here that are being withheld from you. And there's something three-party happening here. With that Three of Pentacles, I don't see this being a partnership with you. I see it being a partnership with somebody else. Why is this Three of Pentacles here? No. Why is the Six of... No. Why is the Five of Wands here? Let's start at the beginning. Why does he feel like there's conflict between the two of you? Why does he feel like there's conflict between the two of you? Yeah, this is all very overwhelming for him. He's overwhelmed with the emotions. He doesn't feel like this is really like all that there is for him felt in the past, that it's been somewhat good. And he did at one point want union with you. He doesn't see where there can possibly be a new start right now with you. Why is the Six of Wands, Six of Swords here, excuse me, in the upright, please? I don't see him, I don't see a reconciliation for you guys, sweetie, and I hate to tell you that. That's why I hate to do this love stuff. Yeah, there's not a truth. He's not feeling this is that he can be himself and be his authentic self with you and communicate in the authentic way. The forward movement that is happening, honestly, is he's booing up somewhere else. And he's being aloof with you and keeping his feelings away from you. He no longer feels abundance, and it's like he's withholding. He's not feeling it, baby. He's not feeling it. And I'm sorry. Oh, I hate delivering all that stuff. God, I hate that. That's why I hate when y'all ask me these daggone questions. Oh, brother. All right, who else wanted? Miss Townsend wanted to know how to deal with... Miss Townsend, what sign are you? And Joyce wants, if you met and pushed away your twin flame. You're a Pisces, he's a what? It's up here, baby. I'll find it. And he's a Sag. Ooh. Pisces. Well. 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 All right. I could tell you from a perspective. Hi, Angie. I can't tell you if he's going to keep his word, baby. Because that's free will. we'll talk about that in a second. There's only so much I can see. Even so, I'm sitting here. You're Pisces, Miss Townsend. You're dealing with the Sagittarius. So this is the thing. Both of y'all really like to be free. Y'all, neither one of you guys like to be tied down. He's a little bit more fun loving. Very good. I'm so glad. Yes, and that's meditation. And then when we get into a Reiki session, Miss Yvette, what that then does is we redistribute aura and we stop and heal certain chakras. Miss Townsend, listen. Okay. The communication between the two of you guys, Pisces friend, I feel it's not, I don't even need to pull cards. This is just coming from the intuitive part. You and he, you all both like, can you tell me something about your actual situation? Okay, Miss Angie, we're going to hang on for a second, baby. You and he, you both like your freedom. You like to feel like you're free spirits, but yet you still want to come back, right? That you are giving a safe landing, that you're creating a safe landing pad for both of you guys. And you have to recognize that both of you guys want that freedom. Fun loving, you like to do, go, 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 go. But you do want to be together. The communication between you guys can improve as long as you start understanding that he's actually more like you than you recognize. But he's fire and you're water, and you got to be careful not to put his fire out because that fire needs to burn. He is more of a free spirit than even you are. What I would do is I would start setting up those wonderful little things called date nights. I would surprise him with it. I would surprise him with, let's go to lunch if you can do that. I would surprise him with tickets to a ball game if that's what he enjoys. I would surprise him with you two going fishing if that's what he enjoys. You know, I would surprise him with those little things like that you all can do together. Yes. But if you surprise him with the, hey, baby, let's do this, right? Because Sagittarius loves spontaneity. They do not like, man, oh my God. They tend to not like routine. If they feel like it's getting routine, then they get bored with it and then they want to go roam and their eyes start looking and then we got problems, right? But so Sagittarius also like to do interesting things in, the bedroom. All right. You got to keep the bedroom alive, on and popping. But then surprise him doing other things too. Little things that he likes to do. And he'll even do things you like to do too. Okay? Oh. Girl, I would just pop up, child, one day. When you know he's going to be there and you know it's just whatever it is because you've talked to him. Girl, I'd pop up. Hey, baby, I'm here. Let's go. We're going to go do this. He will love it. They like communication too during the day, but not where it's like they feel like they're being checked up on. But one of those, hey, I love you, or hey, I'm thinking about you, or I was just laughing about to myself about that time we did blah blah blah. They like little stuff like that too. Sagittarius too. I didn't even need no cards for you, girl. Sagittarius are too free for me. I can't do them. I just, oh, child, is too much. Okay, who else needed? Yvette wanted something, and Joyce wanted something. Okay, Joyce, you wanted to know about your twin flame. He's planning a big road trip next month. Yes, see, there you go. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. Keisha, girl, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. Oh, you know what, y'all on this darn love stuff. Where Tyler at? Your love life is confusing. I'm gonna try to help you with that. I don't know if I can though. Okay, all right. Here we go. Twin flame. Miss Joyce, it's very rare for us to meet our twin flame. We will meet a lot of people that we think are our twin flames. I believe. I have very recently met a number of people. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's the same person. I was like, this is my twin flame. And it didn't turn out to be so. Or if it wasn't the right time for the two of us to come together. So I will say this to you, Miss Joyce. I don't believe you've met your twin flame yet. I'm not hearing that. What you've met, Miss Joyce, is you've met precursors to that person as you're being prepared to be ready to meet that person. But you're not ready yet, and neither is he. When you both are ready, you will appear to one another. So don't worry. You've not met him and pushed him away. You just met the 1.0s. So you can work on your chakras regarding yes. Whoa. What you saw in the cards for you. You saw the potential for better, but my fear. Yeah. Yeah, we can work on that, sweetie. And again, like I said earlier, for those of you that are in this chat, and I will go through the chat and see who was here for the live. I will do, typically the Reiki sessions are, you're very welcome, love. Reiki sessions are normally $60. For you guys that are in participating here, they're $40. Okay? Also go to my Patreon site, please. And we can set up, a monthly situation where you're getting monthly, okay? Where you're getting monthly readings, monthly this, monthly that. My Patreon site is patreon.com/inspiredheartintuitive. How long would you suggest I will, oh crap, have to work with you? Oh, you know what? It's all on you. You may not need a Reiki session every month. Uh, you may need one and not need another one for 2 or 3 months later. I don't know. I won't know until I start. I could tell you this. I'm not here. I kind of like operate like my favorite chiropractor, where she's like, I'm not here going to sit here and tell you need to come back 6 times in order to. No. We get done with, because I'm with you for an hour, hour and a half. Right? I'm with you for an hour, hour and a half sometimes. And we do the good work. And then when you're ready for another one, you come back. There's some people that like the chiropractor, like to come once a month. I really kind of like going to my Reiki master once a month, once every 6 weeks if I can. But we're doing some work because the vibrations are getting raised. The resonance is getting raised. There's this level of quantum manifestation that we're entering into, that in order for me to get to that, to stay there, there's some deep stuff that's being done. And I'm getting into a lot of past life stuff. So that's a whole different story. So you guys, but I would recommend, doing, even if you wanted to, where are we at? Okay. Even if we're wanting to, I have some packages on the Patreon site, and I don't mean to sound like an infomercial, but I'm just letting you guys know what's available to you. I have some packages on the Patreon site where I do a live reading for you once a month. And then you'll get some percentage off of other services. I'm just trying to make it so that I can work with people and not trying to break the bank. But everybody that's in here tonight, and I will look again, you email me that you were in this chat, we will do Reiki for you for $40. We do ascend so rapidly. Okay. We do right now because you know what? Because why? Because we're coming into that time period where it is essential for light workers to operate in their gifting fully. Like come into it and get it now. And that's why a lot of us have been activated, I believe, right now that know how to help people learn how to utilize their spiritual gifts and know how to help get people healed and up and running quickly. Um, and keep them up and running, right? Because without us and without that reach, right? It this world is at a tipping point right now, and if we don't get into the spirit realm, folks, and get some work done, it's going to be a mess. It's going to be a shit show. Worse than it is now. Pardon my French. Okay, y'all. Let me figure out what's going on here. Now, I still had Miss Yvette that wanted. Who else, honey? And there's no condemnation in that. It's just it's time. Okay, Yvette, Angie. Who else? Wait, Keisha. Oh, y'all, I done lost count. Okay, Yvette, you have to purge before being gifted the gift of service. Oh, sweetie, yes. Yeah, you gotta heal first. But it's there, but you gotta heal. And you learn how to heal yourself, then you can pay that forward. So, Yvette, I really want to work with you. Now, Yvette, what is it you want to know about your love life? And then Miss Keisha, I hear you wanted, so I think Miss Keisha wanted me to pull some cards for her. Who else wanted some cards too that popped up talking about they went over their love life? Y'all think I'm Tyler? I know he came in here, but it's not like he deposited all that. You, Miss Angie. Okay. He comes around all the time. I, right, Miss Tiffany? They trying to do me. Tyler was in here and they're like, Tyler just left his spirit right back with him. He comes around all the time. He tells you he loves you. He tells you he wants to be with you, right? Now I missed all the rest of this stuff. He tells you he wants to be with you. He tells you he loves you. He loves you. I'm gonna put it to you this way. Okay, baby. Miss Mimi. I'm gonna put it to you this way. I don't need a card to tell you this one here. If the man has a wife or a significant other somewhere else, and you're not the main one, yes, cut the cord. Ladies, I'm gonna put it to you like this. I'm just gonna tell you to you like Grandma used to tell me. Okay? How you get a man is how you lose a man. Oh, he's your ex-husband. Well, does he have somebody else, baby? Somebody on here had a married man. Which one of y'all had a married man? Leave that man alone. Girl, yeah, get your me time. Okay, well. Mm-hmm. Angie, I feel like he's messing with that man still, with that girl, with that woman still, with his wife, with his ex-wife. You ain't the only one. Right. She trying to get him back. Right. That's what I just said. He needs to walk away from it. If that man Angie can't walk away from it, then ain't no need for you to stay there with him. Yeah, Yvette, cut the cord. Thank you, Miss Joyce. Because I was just getting to say that. Cut that cord, baby. He's not serving you anything. I don't feel like he means any good. He does not mean you any good. I don't even need to pull a card for that. Yes. Yes. Yes, Keisha. Yes, Miss Joyce. Angie. Y'all got Yvette, you hear us? Cut cords. Ooh, child. Y'all getting it now. Cut the cord. And that's not going to be easy. I will tell you that now. Not going to be easy. But it's worth it. You won't. That's another thing. Okay, look, Yvette, when we get done, if you can stay up tonight, watch it. If not, watch it tomorrow. Watch the live I did yesterday on when will I get closure, because we went all into a lot of this, didn't we, ladies? I think Cassandra, you were there. Miss Tiffany, I think you were there. We went into a lot of this yesterday about how we become intimately, especially you all were married. See, if you didn't cut the spiritual cords, even though the physical divorce cords were cut, the spiritual cords, and he keep coming around and y'all keep being intimate, this never gets severed and you're never allowed to fully heal. He keeps pouring salt on an open wound, baby. And you keep opening up your wound. So I want you to watch that, and then Miss Yvette, I want you to text. I want you to. No, but you. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make that assumption, but I feel like even if there's not physical intimacy, there's emotional intimacy here. There's emotional intimacy that we're talking about here, even if it's not physical. So I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume, but I just feel like there's that intimacy there. Because the cord ain't been cut. You just keep opening yourself up to it. All right, I got to look here and see what's going on with me. Miss Angie told me a whole story, and I got to get back up here. He told you about marriage and a family. Okay, so he has an ex-wife then that she wants to get back with him, Miss Angie, right? Oh, child. These ex-wives and baby mamas. I don't know what to tell you on that one. All right, Miss Angie, I'm going to pull a few cards for you too then. All right. I'll go a little easier. Get late. It's getting late, y'all, so I get a little punchy. Especially when it comes to these men folk. Oh, boy. Especially the ones that cheat. Okay, I'm going to need you to focus. Child, a cheating man just gets me. It always did. That's the one thing I could never stand. I feel like this. If you don't want me no more, go head on. Don't sit here. Okay, come on now. Focus. There we go. Don't sit here and cheat on me. Because one thing I used to tell him now, and I still to this day say that, you'll never cheat on me because it wasn't good in the bedroom. So don't tell that lie. Don't tell that lie. You cheated because you wanted to. If you don't want me no more, just go on and leave me alone. I deal with that much better. When I get tired. Yup, pop up. You gotta pop up somewhere else. Okay, all right, let me calm my nerves down. Okay, look. All right, Miss Angie, now let's see here. We're going to do 5 cards for Miss Angie's significant other. First card is going to be how he feels deep down. Second card is going to be what he's showing to the world. Third card is going to be his intentions towards you, Miss Angie. Fourth card, potential obstacles. Fifth and final card, potential outcome and or advice. Please for Miss Angie. Okay, y'all. All right. Here we go, Miss Angie. You got a page of swords for overall energy. That's not bad. Oh. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. All right. I kind of like this from it. I'm going to cut him a little slack, Miss Angie. This is what I'm seeing. How he feels deep down about you, dear, is the star in the upright. He feels very hopeful. He feels like this is a wonderful thing. He has a lot of hope and is willing to pour himself out. If you want to see this card again, she's pouring everything she has out of her. I love that. So, his intuition is bright. He's very hopeful for you. You can't think of a love question. Girl, look, I'm tired too. So just don't you start thinking about no love questions, Miss Tiffany. Um, what he's telling everybody else, the chariot and the upright. These are major arcana cards to start off with, which is good. Which shows me that he really wants good forward movement. With you, he means to do something, and he means to do something very quickly with you. He wants it. Now, the intentions he has, and I'll get something. King of Wands in the reverse. This says to me he has an idea of what he wants to do. He's just not sure of how to execute it. So let me get a clarifying card, please, on the King of Wands. Why is the King of Wands in reverse here? Why is the King of Wands in reverse here? Why is the King of Wands in reverse here? Why is the King of Wands in reverse here? Yeah. He's trying to walk, he's trying to sail away from the turbulence of the ex and all that she brings to something smoother with you. He just doesn't know the way. And he's really paralyzed right now to make a decision. It's like she's really causing a lot of issues. He wants this new start and this adventure with you. He feels very secure with you and wants to be a good provider. He's still carrying across his burdens, Miss Angie. He's still feeling, okay, thank you. He's still feeling burdened by the past situation. However, you bring balance to him. I don't know if this woman is the Cancer, Scorpio. There's two. Ooh, girl, look. Let me tell you something here. This woman's done a number. All three queens are right there. Cups, wands, and pentacles. She's trying to steal his heart. She keeps cutting him 6 ways to Sunday, telling him he ain't no good, he ain't this, but then in the next sentence she loves him and she wants to be back with him. And she is just, and she trying to take his money. Making his money hard. Yep, that's what I just said. Taking his money. Them three queens sure, them bitches sure. Oops, I'm sorry, y'all. Ooh, they showed up tough. Oh, wow. Let me mix them up. I don't want them together. That's bad. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Ooh, she's trying to cause issues. That's the problem. That's why he doesn't know how to get out of this situation. Right now, he's still stuck in the level with the Ten of Wands energy of being betrayed, burdened. He's still stuck there because she keeps putting daggers in him. Now, the potential outcome here, though, or advice. uh, why is the Seven of Wands in reverse here? Because usually that says to me, see, what's happening is he's not protecting himself. He's not putting his dukes up. He's not putting his guard up. That's what's going on here. Why is the 7 of Wands here? Yeah, because he's still just got this left out in the cold feeling, like he just doesn't know where to go. He doesn't feel like he has anybody. And he's in there's this constant conflict. Angie, try not to cause him any more conflict. But again, he wants to be your provider. But he is not at rest right now. He has not been given true justice. He can't go within himself, right? And just kind of regroup. And he's trying to have patience about it. And he's trying to communicate that to you. I'm going to cut him some slack, child. He's trying. He wants to. He wants it. But she causing a big ruckus. See, you need to be the port in the storm, Angie. And as much as you might want to say, talk about that woman, don't. Don't talk about that woman. You take the high road. Let her stay on the low road. You take the high road and be the loving, supportive person that he needs. And let her continue to be the Wicked Witch of the West. Okay, that's how I feel about that. All right. Who else we got that wanted something here? Keisha. Keisha, did you want me to pull some cards for you too, love? If you're still here? Okay, thanks, but he needs to do something. Girl, why are you going to walk away from the man now? Yvette, you know what future love is coming your way? You. Loving you. Loving you. Okay? I can't get as high as Minnie Riperton did, but listen to that song, Loving You is Easy Because You're Beautiful. You're going to love yourself. Matter of fact, listen to Respect Yourself. What is it, Mavis Staples? That's who's going to love you next. I'm not going to have you falling in love with nobody else right now, Miss Yvette. We're not doing that. Okay, sorry, guys. All right, Miss Keisha. What are you trying to ask me, Miss Keisha? What's your love question? Or what's your question? Do you just want me to pull some cards for you? You want some oracle cards or something, dear, tonight? And then I got max 10 more minutes. The wheel is going to turn. It will, baby. When you become self-partnered, not love. Ooh, thank you. Thank you, girl. Here, let me pull you a goddess card, and then then we'll get some qualifiers, some clarifiers. My eyes are tearing up. Oh, yes, Miss Cassandra, I'm so sorry. If I was on the computer, Miss Cassandra, I'd make you a moderator. Yes, Cassandra's going to be it. Miss Cassandra, if you could do me one more huge favor and put my email address out there, please. Just am I going down the right path? Girl, I know you're already doing that. Let's see what we got for you. Put my email address out there, please. And, because he's trying, but you need stability. Angie, let me tell you something. You need stability for yourself. Hello, Katria. How are you? You need stability for yourself. This man loves you, but when you get with somebody that's got an ex and a family and all that, there's a lot. Good night, love. Email me, Yvette, and watch that other video from yesterday. Don't forget. Yes. You give yourself stability. When you're dealing with a man with the X and a family, honey, that's a whole different level of dynamic that you have to honor. Because the kids come first and all that stuff. You don't give up. That's what that woman wants. And he wants you. Okay. Okay, Miss Keisha. Let's get a card for Miss Keisha, please. One card, please, for Miss Keisha. Okay, again, then, for those that just joined the chat, those of you who are in this room this evening, tonight, at night here, I am I'm having a special then for Reiki sessions, distance Reiki sessions. Anyone who is in the chat and contacts me for a distance Reiki will it's normally $60, you'll get it for $40. Okay. All right. He can't control her. He can't control her wanting him back, sweetie. He can only control his reaction to her advances. If he ain't doing nothing with her, let it go. Because you're the one that's winning. There's no point in you. She can want him all she wants to. As long as he don't sleep with her, who cares? It don't make me no difference. I don't care how many exes you got. They can line up at the door. But he's coming in the house and getting in my bed. So I don't care. Okay. Sorry. All right. Miss Keisha. Sekhmet. I love her. You are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. And then also transformation with Butterfly Maiden, but she's making him travel to her city and attend her business as. Okay, Miss Angie, email me. Girl, I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Then, okay. Email me because this is a whole minefield. A minefield. Okay. Miss Keisha. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. I love both of those cards for you. I really love both of those cards. You know what? I'm going to give you your reading all in Oracle cards. That's what I'm feeling. You have Athena for inner wisdom. You know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. We're going to pull another Oracle card for you. Because I believe you're on the right path. You just have to believe that you're on the right path. Ooh. Suli for bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or the ocean to recharge your batteries. Keisha, what sign are you? What sign are you, love? Interesting. Do you have any water in your chart anywhere? Do you have any water in your chart? Do you have any rising? No? Okay. Because I found it interesting that you need to go by a body of water. So basically that says to me also you need to go out to nature, right? But sometimes being by a body of water, water can be very symbolistic of spiritual, of spirit, flowing of the spirit. So that could be why it's saying going by the bodies of water. I absolutely love them. So going by the body of water, it symbolizes and simulates the spiritual realm moving. Yeah, you're coming into this time of great balance and great adventure. I love that. I love the Fool card, actually. And you're coming out of this time feeling like you almost have enough, and I feel like that means you're coming into a time of having enough, and you're coming into a time of great truth. Like you are finding great truth. You, my dear, Page of Wands, maybe this is a fish. Um, the Page of Wands in the upright on the bottom of the deck for overall energy. So this is like this newfound with this truthfulness. You have a youthful ability with communication and creativity and thought pattern, and this is just like that really that teenage energy that's like wide open to all possibilities. And then after that, we have the Four of Wands. So you're coming into commitment with yourself, with spirit, and it's a beautiful commitment. You're coming out of a time, you've been working quite hard on a lot of things. You're enjoying your singleness and your independence. And you're coming, and right now, you're kind of coming out of this kind of, usually when you see this says you're coming out of being in peace. But what I'm hearing is not that you're coming out of being in peace. You're coming out of this like incubation time where now you're ready to come out, right? And be presented. And you've walked away from so much that no longer serves you, and you're now willing to move. You're now willing to move, right? Because you've been set in a spot with the Ace of Wands in reverse, but it's now we're in full fulfillment. Full fulfillment. Like you're coming in this point where you're like overjoyed and you're feeling self-fulfilled. You don't need a man, you don't need anything. You just need God, and that's it. And out of a time you've been healed from betrayal, been healed from heartache, and now you've got to harvest and take forward his word. Take forward the message that you've been given, and bring out and disperse the love that you've been given. You're on the right path, baby. You're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. I love that. I love it. All right, Cassandra, my dear one. You're so very welcome, Miss Keisha. Cassandra, did you have a love question? What questions you have, baby? what questions you have, Miss Cassandra? And after Cassandra, I'll do one more. It's midnight, but we on a roll. Miss Cassandra, what's your desire, my lady? Oh boy. What you want to know about that Gemini? Y'all gonna learn to leave these exes alone where they at. You want to know what? I hate doing this. You know I don't like this. What's he up to? Miss Cassandra, what you want to know what he's up? You want to know if he's thinking about you? All I could pull. You had to come back. What you want to know about this boy? When he gonna send some child? Girl, you know what? Bye. I can't tell you when that man gonna send you no child support. I don't know what the child. Miss Cassandra, I'm gonna do a telethon for you. Cassandra's child support. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Jerry's telethon for you. Jerry's kids. Cassandra's just a fool and a half. I'm about done with her. Girl, I don't know when these men gonna pay them daggone child support. Girl, look, I got $125 from my ex-husband for 2 kids for so many years. Yes, ma'am, Yvette. You only want it from him. You don't want me to pass the plate, take up the collection. You know how we do it. Nobody can leave until 10 people put $100 in an offering plate. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Yes, Miss Yvette. What can I do for you, my darling, before I close up shop for the night? And remember, those of you that are in this chat and that have commented, normally my Reiki sessions are $60 for an hour to an hour and a half healing session. Typically that also it will include some form of tarot, sometimes not, but you will get an aura reading and then get the Reiki healing as a result of that. Or a session at least will start we'll start redistributing energy. I will be for anyone in this chat that comments and I actually know they were here. If you email me, you will get that Reiki session for $40. Deliver a message. You just want general, honey? You just want a general message. Okay. What do we have for Miss Yvette for the next? What do we have for Miss Yvette? I won't put a time frame on it. 3 cards of advice. So again, those of you that are in this chat room right now that haven't yet made yourself known, which is totally fine, but if you want to be able to take part in that special for the Reiki for $40, Reiki session for $40, that's normally $60. I just need you to comment in here so that I know that you were here. And then you'll be able to take advantage of that $40 special. Thank you, Cassandra. What do we have for Miss Yvette? 3 cards for Miss Yvette, please. 3 cards for Miss Yvette. 3 cards for Miss Yvette. Oh, hello from Australia. Hello. That's why I came on this time, because I was hoping to catch some international friends. All right, here we go, Miss Yvette. 3 cards from my dear friend. I have an overall energy for you, my dear, of 8 of Swords in the upright. So you're feeling trapped, even though you technically know your way out. Okay? You're feeling trapped in this situation. However, you are beginning to find your balance and gain your footing. You're beginning to feel at peace. But Spirit also says, don't lose your authority in this situation. You have more authority over this situation than you honestly think that you do. Okay? Now let's see what the cards came out. We have the Moon in the reverse. You are beginning things that are coming to light that have been thus far withheld from you. It's also Pisces. Things are coming to light. However, we also have the Ace of Swords in reverse. You still do not know the fullness of the truth. We have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't know if this is this other woman that's still running around, but let's get some clarification. Why is the Moon in reverse here, please? Why is the Moon in reverse here, please? Why is the Moon in reverse here, please? You're a Virgo? Okay. So we got the Page of Swords in the reverse. So it's as if right now you're kind of at a standstill with the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Four of Cups in the upright. You're at a standstill right now. It's like You're getting more information, but you don't really quite know what to do with it. You don't know if you can trust the people that the communication that it's coming from, and you're just kind of like, I'm not sure what to. I just don't know what to do. Why is Ace of Swords here? You don't know what's the proper way to process it, right? So why is Ace of Swords here in the reverse? Why is Ace of Swords here, please? In the reverse. Why is Ace of Swords here, please, in the reverse? Ace of Swords here, please, in the reverse. Yeah, you're there. Because you don't know the entirety of the truth yet, do not push forward as quickly as you want to. Don't. Where's Mimi? Oh. Don't push forward as quickly with whatever it is you're thinking about doing right now, Yvette. Don't move it forward. You need to wait because you need to get into this Ten of Cups energy in regard to yourself. You need more fulfillment in and of yourself and love yourself and being self-partnered before you can really move, because right now you are not nurturing yourself. This Queen of Cups energy is in the reverse. You are not being very nurturing of yourself. You have not, and here's the self-partnering thing. You are not self-partnered right now, but Spirit is trying to get you um, information and communication, because Spirit wants to take you on a brand new adventure, of a newness of life, a spirit-led life. That's where Spirit wants to take you, and He wants you to make the decision to move forward in this spirit-led life. And He wants you to walk away from the toxicity and walk away from I will call them unnatural or unhealthy desires that you have right now. Desires, cords, things, being codependent in an emotional and spiritual way yet with your ex-husband. Okay? It's time for you to do that. So right now with this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, you're not feeling very you are not feeling very much like yourself. You're not feeling like, it's like He expects for you to be generous and nurturing and doing all those things that you've typically done before, but you're just like, dude, no. No, go away. You hurt me. Stop. Don't do that. Yeah. And right now there's decisions that you have to make, but you know what? You're not ready to make them, and don't force it. Don't push it. Don't push it, because there's still more information that you need to gather. Okay? Much more information that you need to gather. And I think it's that you need to gather this information about yourself. It's not so much really gathering information about him. Um, yep. So here's this Gemini. Y'all get these Geminis out of here. These Gemini men. Okay? So that relationship, that marriage, that is done, over with. But you need to cut those cords. Because this, instead of necessarily being a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, could be, but this says to me, with the King of Cups in the upright, that's what Spirit is trying to get you to. Spirit is trying to give you that spiritual love, that spiritual stability, that everlasting, everlasting, everlasting love that doesn't go anywhere. And He wants a new start for you. He wants to help build your strength, because your strength is not there yet. But you're the only one that can make the decision. And you're the only one that can decide to move forward instead of staying reticent. And you're the only one that can decide it's time for you to start protecting yourself, so that you can fully get the harvest that is meant to come to you. You can fully start tending to your own garden and be your own King of Wands. Light your own path. And this is all coming about because this is an absolute time of tower and change. This is a time of transformation for you. Whew. All right, Miss Yvette. Miss Cassandra, did you still want me to... I missed a lot of this, guys. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. trying to figure out how my child's son took my, honey, okay. Okay. Okay, you guys, I know that you guys, let me explain something to y'all. And I don't mean this in a bad way, okay, guys? Let me explain something. Yes, I can see and yes, I can hear. But every person has their own free will. I can only say what, oh, my battery is going to die soon. Oh, boy. I can only give you uh I can only give to you, my dears, general energetic reading. All right? Also, I made a conscious choice. Ugh, good gravy. I'm trying to figure out something, y'all. How I can get this here. Okay, guys. I gotta put you on my charger. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Come back. Here we go. So I apologize. Now I'm be looking weird. Yes, self-love before you get a union. Okay. Now, when y'all ask me questions about, no, spirit confirmed it. I'm just a vessel, guys. I'm nothing. I'm just a vessel. Okay? I don't know if this is going to work. All right. Here. That's better. All right. I rotated it. Stop playing. Anyway. All right. No, spirit confirmed it. Y'all have to remember, anything that I have said to you guys is, this comes from above. I'm just a vessel. Okay? I'm just a vessel. So, I'm sorry for the weird angle now, but I had to put it on the charger. So, when people ask me, like, how is this person feeling, or what's going on, and this and that, like, guys, I don't dive into that kind of stuff too tough, because, and not about very specific things, because that's an invasion to me of someone else's privacy of the utmost degree, and I don't do it. I just don't, I'm not comfortable doing it. um I've had people try to do it to me, and I've felt them trying to, like, get in there. I'm like, get out of here. Mm. So how your son is feeling, your son's father, I'm assuming. Yep, I'm getting you. How your son's father is feeling about that email right now, Miss Mimi, I'm not sure. I don't even know enough to be able to, I don't have a feel for it. So it must not be meant for me to know. Okay, what do we have for Cassandra here tonight? What do we have for Cassandra? 3 cards of advice for Miss Cassandra here tonight. And again, anyone that's here in this chat, that has been in this chat, even if it's just for 10 seconds, and you've commented here, if you email me and would like to do a distance Reiki with me, normally they're $60 for an hour to an hour and a half. And I will give them to everybody in this room tonight for 40. So anyone in this chat room tonight will get a Reiki session from me for $40. All right, Miss Cassandra. 3 cards for you. All right. Hmm. Miss Cassandra, I have an overall energy of 5 of Wands in reverse. You're coming out of a time of conflict with someone. You've been putting in a lot of work, and you're finding work that you're enjoying and that you're passionate about. You are also finding your own inner strength, but I feel like you've been losing a little bit of patience, and potentially you've not been at ease with this situation. And there seems to be a Queen of Pentacles involved, Virgo, Taurus, or Cap. We've got the Queen of Cups here in the upright. So either you have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You're offering love. There's a person of great significance in your life right now. Come on and focus. A person of great significance to you that is making offers of love. Um, this is also being a bearer of stability, being a bearer of emotional support for others. That's the other thing that I see, possibly being a teacher. Oh, I see. Okay. Um, we'll get to that 1 second. You're Pisces. Well, there you go. That makes sense. Wow. Okay, sis. So lots of water here. Lots of water. We have the Queen of Cups. So you're kind of in your element, right? You're feeling good. We've got the Six of Cups in reversed. This one always gets me. I don't like the Six of Cups. So you're actually not replaying the past. Like when you look back on the past, it is with some fondness, but not a ton, right? Not a ton of fondness. However, I do see some overwhelming emotions in the Five of Cups in the upright. So let's get something here. Why is this Queen of Cups here in the upright, please? Why is the Queen of Cups here in the upright? What's coming towards her? What's coming towards her? There's a decision that you're going to have to be making. It's like you're juggling. You're trying to make this decision right now. You've been rather cautious, though, about it. But it's like it's being done at an accelerated pace now. But you are coming into Queen of Swords energy, where you are really beginning to be able to communicate your truth, and you're seeing it for what it is, and you're being very direct with it. But also the Queen of Pentacles, so I do feel like it's going to be fruitful for you. It will allow you to be very generous as well. It will allow you to be very supportive of other people financially. But this may mean that you need to walk away, or you're going to have to make. You've been reticent to make the decision because you've been in conflict that you're coming out of, but this is going to, there's a lot of cup energy. The Two of Cups tells me that there's a partner standing by, not necessarily love, right? But there's a partnership that's solid and fruitful, but you've just not been feeling yourself lately. And you've come to know some good information that's actually going to give you victory in this situation. But why is the Six of Cups? So it's like you're not doing usual this go around, Cassandra, when you're making this decision. There's been ways that you've handled things and done things in the past that you're not going to handle them the same way this time, because they're not going to work that way, and you instinctually know that. But I believe that you're coming into a greater Yeah, you're coming into a greater understanding that the old ways of doing things just don't, they aren't profitable for you. They're not beneficial for you anymore. So the Six of Cups in the reverse. Why is the Six of Cups in the reverse? Um, yeah, there's somebody that has been rather aloof towards you. That King of Cups energy has cut themselves off, and you're finally seeing them for their true inner selves. Um, and you're moving away from them. You're not staying with them with the Page of Wands in the um, reverse. You're you're taking back your messages and your desires of love and being involved with them. This has kept you up at night though. This has been like worrying you a little bit, keeping you up at night. And it's not that you're necessarily looking forward to a time of being single or yeah, you're not necessarily looking forward to it, and you're not really quite sure, really, is this really the right time? But you've kind of left yourself rather unprotected. But all of this right now is overwhelming to you. This is really, you're not showing it, you're not telling it, but it's overwhelming for you. So why is this Five of Cups here? Why is this Five of Cups in the upright? My concern, Cass, is if you don't make a decision, it's going to get to be a little bit too much, and you're not going to feel very strong. You're not going to feel like you can walk away. But why is this Five of Cups here? Yeah. Cass, this is going to be advice. You cannot keep carrying the burdens for both of you. You cannot, you can no longer not tell the truth and stand in your truth and communicate it. You cannot continue to allow this to be a codependent type relationship. And you cannot stop denying your intuition and what you're supposed to do with it. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Because there's a new start that cannot happen. There will not be a new start with this. It this doesn't reset. That's not the energy I see right now. I shouldn't say it's not definitively. That's not the energy I see right now. That there's a possibility for a reset. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry, guys. The Knight of Swords, communication is not as good as it should be. There's a decision you need to make, and intuitively you know what you should do. I don't feel like you're really wanting to. You're trying to find creative ways for there to be a restart. And again, you're missing out on patience. Okay? But you deep down don't see your ship coming in. You're beginning to lose hope in this situation, but you still don't want to walk away. It is, and I've sensed that it's difficult for you to do that. Sorry, guys, that this is all the way down here, but I had to put it on the charger. Um, I sense you don't want to do it. I sense you don't want to do it. Yeah. We'll pray about that a little bit more, Miss Cassandra, okay? Because I feel like there's love there. For you, I would do a love reading. Email me. For you, I would do a love reading. Because I'm feeling it with you. Okay. Shay, I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Where you been, girl? How my son's father took my email. Ooh. No, no love for you, Yvette. Shay, I haven't seen you in a long time. Uh, y'all, it's 12:30. Miss Shay, I've been on here for 2 hours and 30 minutes. What's gonna happen with you? Baby. Alright, Miss Shay, this is it. She's it. Y'all send me some energy. Fatima, I was going to answer your question earlier today. You are so welcome, love. And Spirit is saying you're so welcome. I'm so glad I could be here for you. Fatima, I was going to answer your question earlier. Girl, I am getting off this line here. I cannot do it. I cannot. I'll be back tomorrow night. Miss Shay, you're it. You're the last one. Yes, Miss Fatima, I've been calling your name for a minute. Okay, baby. All right. How he feels about you. What he's telling the world that's very interesting. How he's feeling about you is the Knight of Wands in the upright. Where are we at here, guys? You're very welcome, Cassandra. Okay. How he's feeling about you is the Nine of Wands in the upright. So he feels like he's, there is an appreciation there that you guys have put in a lot of work into this situation. And he's tending to it, right? On some level, he is tending to it. He's very appreciative of it. However, what he's showing to everybody else, though, is kind of like this big bad kind of like, I'm the tough guy kind of thing. Like I'm running stuff. And guys, if you want, so I said the Reiki sessions earlier are 40. They're normally 60. And I'll do live readings for you guys for 25, and they're usually $30 or $40, depends. So we'll do 25, okay, for live tarot readings. So if we want to get something personal, and that way we could do it over Skype or Google Hangout or something. Okay, so he's showing everybody else he's Mr. Big and Bad, right? He talking shit. Excuse my language. Around the world. His intentions, the Hangman in the reverse, we're going to get clarified with that. I don't think his intention is to be around. His intention is not to stick around and not for this to be a solid, faithful type relationship. Obstacle is you want this to be a new start, and he doesn't. Because the King of Cups in the reverse says he's withholding himself, he's withholding true love from you. He's being aloof. He's being aloof. Why is the Hanged Man here? Why is the Hanged Man in reverse here? It's like he doesn't want to show you his true feelings, his true love, Shay. He didn't want to really give you his love. He's withholding it from you. And I will see if he's scared. Knight of Swords in the reverse. He's not really communicating with you either. He's making a decision one way or the other to move forward with or without you. And I don't see where he's taking any steps really towards you. In fact, with the Lovers in reverse, this says to me that it's not that his intent is not for this to be a long lasting, and the Hierophant in reverse tells me as well that the intent is not for marriage or a traditional long lasting relationship. He's got to make the decision, my dear, that he actually wants to be in relationship and doesn't want to appear to always be the player. That's what he's got to make the decision about. You can't make that decision for him. And if he doesn't make that decision soon, Miss Shay, then it's time to keep it moving and find someone that will. Miss Fatima, you have a gentleman that is going to be with you. He's supposed to be there in July. Oh, you're very welcome, love. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. Fatima, honestly, this is it. Girl, this you the last one. Or does he have somebody else? Okay. Ooh. Come here. All them cards trying to get away from me. Ooh, these cards just jumping. Miss Fatima. I don't. Good night, baby. Miss Fatima, I see the Two of Cups in the reverse. I'm not sure that I don't see where his energy towards you is one that he really is being truthful about his feelings and how he feels about you. He's not sure about you. He's not sure about this. He's not sure about himself, what he even wants with the Emperor in reverse. He doesn't even know what he wants. I believe there is a third party situation that's going on here, though, with someone else. When I see that Three of Cups, especially in this "what are my intentions" situation, and his intention spot, it tells that does not it's not good. Page of Swords your obstacle with the Page of Swords in the upright is that the conversation, the communication has been childish or immature at best. It has not been very forthcoming. It has not been very consistent. And right now you are feeling trapped in this situation with this Eight of Swords. So if you're asking me by what I see here, whether or not there's going to be a reunification, he's probably going to come back and talk to you. And he probably will want to do more than just talk to you, Miss Fatima. However, I do believe there's someone else that's potentially around that he's been keeping himself company with. So I would be very careful before I just said, yeah, this is what we're going to do and we're just going to get together. I'd be very careful about making a commitment to him. Okay, this is honestly it, y'all. I got to go. I'm tired. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging with me and being with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Oh, you're so I love it. Okay, honey. All right. All right. I'm going to get back on here tomorrow for a little while. And we'll probably run another special. But email me if you'd like a personal reading. I'll give you your personal reading for $25 US over Skype or Google Hangout. Just email me. And then if you would like a Reiki session, it'll be $40 US for an hour to an hour and a half. Thank you, Cassandra. All right, guys, get some sleep. I got to actually make some money tomorrow, so I will see y'all in the morning for coffee, convo, and cards, and then I'm going to go do my business. I'll talk to you guys later. I love you guys. Bye.